Well, hello everyone. In this video, I'm going to go over everything you need to know about being a dog owner in Dubai, including what vaccinations and treatments are required every year, how much it costs to own a dog, places you can take your dog, and all that good stuff. Dubai is a great place to live if you have a dog, but there are some things you need to know before making the move with your dog here or buying a dog here. So, let's get into it. First and foremost, if you are relocating your dog with you to Dubai from another country, you'll find that there are quite a few vaccines and treatments that your dog needs to have before entering the country. And I'm going to mention the required yearly vaccines and treatments in this video, but for a more detailed breakdown on all of the documents and steps to import your pet, check out my other video here, where I explain more in-depth, step-by-step about getting your dog here. So, what yearly vaccines and treatments does my dog need in Dubai? So number one is the rabies vaccine. It's usually a 1-year expiration, so make sure to get it within a year of the last one, especially if it's a booster shot and not the primary. Number two, the HPPI and L vaccine is the 5-in-1 vaccinations against the following: canine distemper, hepatitis, parvovirus, leptospirosis, and parainfluenza. Okay, number three, ticks and fleas medication. So in addition to the vaccinations, your dog will also need to be treated for parasites such as ticks and fleas. You can buy parasite treatments over the counter at the vets, and most pet stores have them as well. Our vet clinic provides a tablet version that lasts for 3 months, and it is called Bravecto. Number four is deworming medication. So this one is not compulsory. I've actually heard different things from different vets. Our vet told us that we should really do it, especially if our dog is very active and out and about a lot. However, I have a friend who went to 2 different clinics that both told her that it's not needed in Dubai. Not only in the regulation sense, but also just practically, it's not something your dog needs here, is what they said. So, up to you. Quick tip, tell the clinic that you will administer the tablet yourself. The very first time we went to the clinic, I didn't even think that the vet giving my dog the tablet would be an extra fee because it's so easy. But I think it was like 80 dirhams administration costs. Like, what the hell? So in addition to these vaccines and treatments, your dog needs to be registered with the Dubai municipality. So the government has a central database that connects your pet's ID tag number with their microchip, and it's also linked to your contact details. Registration is easy peasy. Apparently you can do it yourself, but I think the easiest is to just go to the local vet, bring your dog's updated health certificate and vaccination records, and they will do it for you. Prices may vary. It costs us around this much, and you will receive a badge like this that you're meant to keep on your dog. So on the collar or on the leash or your harness would be good. I just keep it in the little walking bag that I always take whenever we walk Mooch. And this is meant to be updated yearly. Okay, moving on. What is the cost of owning a dog in Dubai? So naturally, this will vary depending on your dog's breed, the size, and your lifestyle. Here's a breakdown of how much we spend on our little baby Mooch. Keep in mind, she is a tiny 2.5 kilo long-haired Pommerpoo. So depending on your dog's breed, it will be very different from this. So food and snacks, around 200 to 400 dirhams per month. This really depends on the type of food that you give your dog. We use a brand called Canine Natural. It's a freeze-dried raw diet. A little pricey, but it's the best according to me. And that's what she's had her whole life. So I'm just glad we were able to find it in Dubai as well. For reference, the 500-gram bag lasts about 3 weeks, and it's around 170 dirhams per bag. Up next is grooming. This is around 220 dirhams per month. This is just how much it is at the new groomers that we go to. It's the full groom package, which includes shampoo and blow dry, haircut, nail clipping, anal gland expression, lovely, ear cleaning, and teeth brushing. Moving on, veterinary care. Around 200 to 500 dirhams per month is what I put. The breakdown of this is the deworming package, which is 85 dirhams, and then the ticks and fleas tablet, which is 244 dirhams for 3 months, which comes out total comes out to be about 110 dirhams per month. And then just any other consultations or anything else that you may need to go to the vet for. And also other miscellaneous items, I just put around 100 to 300 dirhams. This includes like toys, self-grooming kits, wipes, pee pads, and all that other miscellaneous items. And then you may or may not need this, but doggy daycare. Because Dubai gets so hot in the summer, it's really impossible to take your dog outside for a long time. So in order to keep them stimulated and not bored, or in order to have them socialize with other dogs, we sometimes bring Mujan to doggy daycare so that she's not just like sleeping and sitting around at home. Actually, I'm not going to include this in the total because it's not like a necessity, but just something to keep in mind. So the total of this comes out to around 720 dirhams per month minimum. And then on top of this are the yearly rabies vaccine and then also the 5-in-1 vaccine. I'm going to put the cost here. Hopefully your dog is healthy and doesn't have any illnesses or injuries that require regular veterinary care. Even consultations cost 240 dirhams at our vet, and all the tests and medicine are also quite pricey. We had to go to the vet a few times when Mujan had an inflamed throat, and it was definitely an unexpected cost. I think dog insurance isn't a huge thing here. There are some, but it's not huge here like it is in Japan, so we're not in one. But anyways, Mooch is literally the center of our lives, so for us it's really money well spent. We want to give her the best of everything, but there are definitely ways to cut down on some of these costs. So depending on your lifestyle and what your budget is, I think you can definitely cut back on, you know, the type of food or how often you buy new toys and things like that. In general, I would not say Dubai is extremely dog friendly. People seem to be more fond of cats here. But in terms of rules and policies, you're not even allowed to enter Dubai with your dog in cabin with you. They have to arrive as cargo. And for this reason, we actually flew into Abu Dhabi first with our dog in cabin and then drove to Dubai when we first came. Other things are like dogs aren't allowed on public transport here. That includes the metro, taxi, bus, etc. Which is actually a huge bummer because I took my dog everywhere with me in Japan on the metro, and it's quite annoying and pricey having to book a special pet taxi every time you want to go somewhere if you don't have a car like us. No problem if you do have a car, but it's just an extra step that you have to take. With that being said, there are a lot more pet okay apartments in Dubai compared to Tokyo, and there's no extra pet fee that you have to pay like in Japan, so that's very helpful. There are also so many doggy daycares and boarding centers here, so it's great for people who have to go into the office every day, or if you have plans to be out of the house the whole day or something. It's also an amazing place to be able to take your dog in the summer months when it's just way too hot to go on long walks outside. That way your dogs can still run around, release some energy, socialize, and be stimulated and active instead of being at the house all day. Last point, something that I found surprising was that a lot of people seem to actually be scared of dogs here. I think they're just not used to it. Even our little tiny Moo Moo, when we're walking down the street or something, a lot of people will avoid her or, you know, be visibly wary of her getting close to them. So places to take your dog with you in Dubai. So number one, dog parks. There are actually several dog parks in Dubai where your dog can run around and play off leash. Number two, next one is dog beaches. Most public beaches don't allow dogs, but there are a few dog-friendly ones. I actually recently went to one with a friend and her dog up near Dira, and it was amazing. It's so much fun. There's also actually a doggy festival coming up soon at that beach in November. I don't know much details yet, but I'm really excited to go. I'll leave the details here. Also, dog-friendly cafes and restaurants. Actually, there are quite a few dog-friendly cafes and restaurants here, especially places that have terrace seats outside. Even if they don't advertise it as dog-friendly, I find that if you just ask, they're usually okay with your dog just sitting with you outside. Inside is a different story, but even so, like, there are still quite a few. So, in conclusion, in general, I would say Japan is more accommodating and welcoming towards dogs. They really are your family there. In other words, I find it easier to be a dog mom in Japan. The biggest pain point for me as a dog owner in Dubai have been not having the option to take the metro or taxi with Mujan, and also the brutal summer heat where we can't go on long walks. So if you don't plan to get a car and you don't want to spend too much on a pet taxi every time, I really recommend researching dog-friendly neighborhoods ahead of time, and maybe somewhere close to a dog park or more pedestrian-friendly areas. JLT is a great place to live. There's a dog park, there are several dog-friendly cafes and restaurants, great walking course around the lakes, plenty of grooming, daycare, boarding, and vets. But yeah, just make sure to really keep your dog's needs also as a priority when you move here, and make sure to choose an appropriate neighborhood. Alright, so if this video was helpful in any way, I would really appreciate it if you could like this video. As always, if you have any questions, please leave a comment below and I will get back to you ASAP. Thank you so much, and TTYL!